Morning. Hi, this is Travis from the National Weather Service, and this is your weather hazard briefing for Wednesday, November 20th. Looking at the current water vapor imagery, we did have a cold front move through yesterday. So we have some cold air dropping in behind that over the Montana Divide. So we'll have some breezy winds across the Snake River Plain today and some cold air filtering in. We also have this low that's developing over California. It will move over Nevada, southern Utah, and Arizona today, and it will bring some wraparound moisture to our area. What it is bringing us is some southerly winds, so our snow levels are a little bit higher right now, about 6,500 feet when we start to get precip this afternoon. And then, like I said, they're much lower as we get that cold air behind that cold front. I'll talk about all that in a little bit more. So right now we don't have a lot of precip. These are not really making the ground the return. So the most precips to our south still yet, and so still looking for that to start. And perhaps by late morning, but most likely early afternoon to our southern areas, and then we'll probably won't reach our most northern areas until late afternoon, early evening, and I'll show you those snow amounts. So here's again, that low's well to our south today, and then it's bringing some wraparound moisture and a chance of some rain and snow. Again, they're about 6,500 feet initially, and then it will drop by 5,000 feet by Thursday morning, but most of it will probably occur this afternoon into early evening when those snow levels are around 6,000. They'll drop to about 6,000. 5,500 feet will be where most of the snow occurs. We do have a special weather statement for the snow that's going to, we haven't had any precip in a while, so for the snow, even though it'll be small amounts, still could make driving quite hazardous. So we do have a special weather statement for those areas that we're looking for the bigger impacts, and I'll show you those snow amounts here. So for our most northern areas, this is the most uncertain portion. It's fairly certain because, like I said, we had that cold air filtering in, so it looks like it'll all be snow. Even these lower elevations, the uncertainty amount is how much precip will actually make it all the way this far north. In reality, we're looking about 1/10 of an inch. Realistically, it could be if that low track's a little bit farther north, we could get some models are showing up to 1/2 an inch, and there's a couple outliers up to an inch. But the most realistic is about 1/10 along these I-86 corridor and I-15 corridor, and even Pine Creek Pass is not looking to get a lot at this point. So the more likely snow is going to be in the Wasatch Mountains, a good 3 to 7 inches, and then Immigration Pass 2 to 4. That'll be the biggest impact area. Driving wise, we will have a lot of other passes, Georgetown and around an inch. These other passes, Switzer Summit and Holbrook and Malad, will probably just get a 1/2 an inch. They could see a slightly more up to an inch, but likely just a 1/2 an inch. And again, the roads will be quite warm, so a lot of that should melt. However, it's still going to make it slick once it's falling. So, again, the more likely impact area is the Immigration Summit, and then the Georgetown and these border ones across here, where they look to have about an inch, maybe slightly up to 1.5 inches, or there is some suggestion it could go up to 2 inches on some of those passes. So that'll be the biggest impact today. Here's our temperatures. Quite 10 to 15 degree drop over yesterday. And then here's our winds, just sustained winds. You can see all that cold air dropping over the divide. Right below the wind advisory levels by 5 to 10 knots, so have held off on a wind advisory. The thinking here is if we do end up a little bit more snow than just a trace to 1/10 of an inch across these areas, if they get into higher amounts, then we will have some blowing snow issues across the Snake River Plain. But right now, like I said, the higher snow amounts are not as likely across the getting into the Snake River Plain. They still look to be all down in the southeast area. So the more blowing snow issues will be up here where there's not as likely to have snow. So that's where you're going to be the most breezier. You see some of those gusts get quite gusty, 30 miles an hour, perhaps some localized up to 35 miles an hour. For Thursday, we do have high pressure building in. We will have some lingering snow in the morning. Not looking for more than 1/2 an inch over the Wasatch Mountains, and then just kind of some flurries elsewhere. for the most part. Most of that will be, like I said, early in the morning. By mid-morning, most of the snow should be gone. Max temperatures, again, very similar to what today is. Thursday's temperatures still around normal to slightly above normal, though, even though that's quite a bit of drop from what we've been seeing. And then, here's again the summary. Just not looking for a lot. That'll be real early in the morning. As we go into Friday, we're looking at clear skies, nice conditions, just a little bit of breezy northerly winds lingering there. Our max temperatures do increase a little bit as we go into Friday over what we saw. I don't know why that didn't pull up, but not much of an increase. Like I said, with that northerly wind, it's still a little bit cool. And so that, like I said before, that's around normal to slightly above normal temperatures. So it will be dry as we go. Like I said, Friday it will be dry. Saturday, and it will be dry most of the portion on Sunday. Sunday we do look to have one of our models is showing a system moving in late Sunday into Monday, and this is the overall outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, showing that we're looking at temperatures to be during that Thanksgiving week favored to be more cooler than normal, and then our precip looks is favored to be wetter than normal. So right now, like I said, one of our models, the GFS model, is showing a good chance of snow down low with all the cooler temperatures with that system coming through on Monday, although the European does not quite have the same snow amounts, is not looking to get snow into the valleys. So there's a little bit of a contradiction there, so we'll keep watching that. And then both models are showing overall kind of dry on Tuesday, but much cooler. And then Wednesday both show a fairly moist system moving through the area next Wednesday. So that's kind of what we're looking at for the long term. If you have any questions, give us a call here at this number. Thank you.